Yo, what's good, fam? SeemlyTuber back, and today we're talking about something that's been bubbling beneath the surface for far too long. Something that splits the anime community right down the middle, like a perfectly executed spirit sword. You see the explosive growth of anime, right? Millions of new fans, endless shows dropping every season. But for those of us who grew up on the classics, who lived through the golden age, there's a question, a truth bomb, that we have to drop. Is anime getting worse? And why do old school fans absolutely hate modern titles? And why do old school fans absolutely hate modern trends? Get ready, new gen, because today we're gonna tell you why the classics hit different and why a lot of what's out there today just doesn't measure up. This is the brutal truth, delivered with love and a whole lot of nostalgia. Let's get it. Alright fam, let's set the scene. Back in the day, watching anime felt like unearthing a hidden treasure. We weren't drowning in hundreds of shows a season. Each release felt special. You trade VHS tapes, download choppy real player files, or wait religiously for that one block on Toonami. And what we got? Masterpieces. We're talking about a time when anime had a certain soul, a certain grit, a certain unpredictability that feels diluted today. Modern anime might be bigger, shinier, and more accessible, but does it have the same punch? Does it have the same lasting impact? For many of us old school heads, the answer is a resounding no. And it's not just nostalgia goggles, fam. It's about fundamental shifts in storytelling, art, and what's the industry's priorities. Prepare for a full breakdown of why the golden age truly shines brighter. This is ground zero for the decline, fam. The isekai overload. Back in the day, you had diverse genres hitting hard. Gritty sci-fi like Cowboy Bebop, mind-bending psychological thrillers like Death Note or Monster, complex mecha sagas like Gundam and Evangelion, or even just raw, brutal martial arts like Fist of the North Star. Every show felt unique, carving its own niche, but today, it feels like every other show is some bland protagonist getting hit by a truck and reborn as a overpowered blob, or a vending machine, or a literal sword. It's wish fulfillment to the extreme. The plots are so repetitive, defeated demon lords, built a harem, level up ridiculously fast, somehow become king of everything with zero effort. The stakes feel low because the protagonist is instantly overpowered. Where's the struggle? Where's the genuine growth? The sheer volume of these almost identical isekais suffocate true originality, burying truly unique concepts under a mountain of generic power fantasies. We're getting quantity, yes, but at the cost of genuine innovation and memorable storytelling. It just doesn't feel like it's that special anymore. This might sting for some new gen fans, but let's talk about art style and animation. Back in the old school days, there was a certain charm to the hand-drawn animation. Character designs were often distinctive. Directors had unique visual voices, and even with lower frame rates, the animation conveyed incredible expressiveness and impact. Think the dynamic fluidity of Akira, the raw power of DBZ, or the nuanced character acting in 90s OVAs. Every cell felt like a piece of art. Modern anime, while traditionally smoother and often capable of incredible visuals, don't get me wrong, JJK looks fantastic, often falls into traps. The prevalence of designs can make characters feel less distinct. There's a increasing over-reliance on CGI, especially for background characters, monsters, and other complex action sequences, and sometimes it just doesn't blend. It sticks out like a sore thumb, pulling you right out of the immersion. It's efficient, sure, but is it artistic? Fast production cycles driven by streaming demands often lead to visible quality dips mid-season, where episodes just look rushed. We get speed and efficiency, but sometimes at the expense of that unique handcrafted artistic soul that defined the classics. It's like comparing a gourmet meal to fast food. Both fill you up, but one is a true experience. This is where the old school truly shines, fam. Storytelling and character depth. Back in the day, narratives often felt grittier. The stakes were higher, characters actually died, and those deaths usually stuck. There were permanent consequences for actions. Think the emotional weight of character deaths in Dragon Ball Z, the brutal realities in Berserk, or the moral ambiguities of Monster. Pacing was often slower, allowing for deeper character development, psychological exploration, and genuine emotional resonance. Heroes struggled, villains were complex, and the wins felt truly earned after immense suffering. Modern anime, with its focus on rapid consumption and constant hype, often adopts a lighter, safer tone. Stakes feel temporary, death is often reversed or played for laughs. Protagonists become overpowered too quickly, overcoming challenges with minimal effort. After a single power-up, narratives rush through manga content, sacrificing character nuance for plot progression. The emotional weight often feels shallow. We're missing that raw, visceral struggle, that true sense of earned victory. The grit is gone, replaced by a shiny, easily digestible, but ultimately less impactful narrative. The feeling of dread or genuine loss of complex moral dilemmas is just not as prevalent. This last one is about the changing landscape of how we experience anime, fam. Back in the old school days, discovery felt like unearthing genuine gems. Anime was more niche, access was limited, so when you found a new show, it was a shared, intimate experience with a dedicated community. Discussion happened on forums, at conventions, driven by a deeper, more patient investment. Today, it's an absolute oversaturation. Hundreds of shows every season. The seasonal anime mentality means fans often jump from show to show, barely investing in one before the next drops. There's less long-term commitment, less patience for slower burns or complex narratives that take time to unfold. It's all about the social media hype cycle. The instant gratification, the quickest viral moment. This accessibility boom, while amazing, in many ways has arguably diluted the specialness of anime for many. It's become consumerism over genuine passion, a fleeting trend over enduring art, the magic of waiting or of savoring or truly discovering something profound. It's just not the same. Now, I know some of you in the comments are already typing, old school fans are just wearing nostalgia goggles. Animation is better now, and look, I'm not saying there isn't any nostalgia involved. We all love what we grew up on. But this isn't just nostalgia, fam. This is about recognizing fundamental shifts in artistic choices, storytelling priorities, and industry pressure. Yes, technology means animation can be smoother, more detailed, but technical fidelity doesn't always equal artistic impact or narrative soul. Sometimes the constraints of old school forced animators and directors to be more creative, more expressive, to make every frame count in a different way. And more variety often just means more variation of the same few isekai or romantic comedy formulas. Not just truly groundbreaking diverse narratives like the Golden Age delivered. The argument that new is always better ignores the very real trade-offs being made in modern era. So fam, that's my honest, unfiltered take. While modern anime has its strengths and continues to grow, for many of us old school fans, it has sacrificed core elements, the narrative depth, the artistic soul, the genuine stakes, the distinctiveness that makes the classics truly legendary. We miss the grit, the unpredictability, and the feeling that every new show was a unique, impactful journey. My challenge to you new Gen fans, don't just dismiss this as nostalgia. Go back, watch Cowboy Bebop, watch Yu Yu Hakusho, watch Monster, watch Black Lagoon. Experience the quality that made us all fall in love with anime in the first place. You might just find that the old school isn't just a memory. It's a gold mine of timeless masterpieces that transcend trends. What do you think, fam? Am I absolutely right and modern anime needs a serious reality check? Or do you think it's just all old head? I'm just an old head yelling at the clouds. Let me know in the comments below. Let's keep this debate spicy, but ultimately respectful. If this video made you think, if it resonated with your inner old school fan, then smash that like button, show your classic anime pride, and subscribe to SeemlyTuber for more epic anime debates, passionate arguments, and all the anime truth you can handle. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss our weekly drops, and check out our other controversial hot takes right here at the end screen. I'll catch y'all at the next anime discussion. Peace!